Okay, so two things I'm going to just say. First of all, hi, everybody. I'm Morah Tziri. Some of you I know, many of you I do not. And as people come on, I might just say a couple of things a few times, but okay, here we go. Okay, now I can see your faces. Okay, so I see some old students. Hi, Rachel Marks, and my old neighbors. Hi, Loey family. Okay, so I do encourage you to turn your camera on. Don't be shy, because at least if I can't hear from everybody, if you turn on your cameras, it's so nice for all of us to see that really there's so many of us who are here together. So, there's kids who are all over the world joining us. I know I'm saying the world, and I'm not just saying it. I know that there's people that are even in Eretz Israel who we have with us that you're going to get to meet very soon. And I see that we have people who are very little, and we have people that are very big, all ages, boys, girls. So thank you, everybody, for coming to join us in the middle of this very interesting day. Okay, so I'm going to start. Just one more time. I want to make sure I'm clear. Can everybody hear me well? If you can hear me well, then pick up your hands like this. If I'm like really clear. Good job. Awesome. Thank you. That's really important to me because otherwise I'd be talking to the wall. That would be really awkward. Okay. So hi, I'm Morah Tziri, and we have over 100 families with us already. That's really great. And some of you are familiar with Incredible Kids. So I am talking to you from the very same microphone that I talk to you from a lot of times when I record my podcast. And today I was not planning on having any sort of podcast. It was going to be a regular, normal cleaning up day, traveling day for some of you. I see some people are in the car. I see some people might even be in an airport, but it didn't turn out to be a normal day at all, actually. And the reason is because yesterday we all found out some really, really sad news. We found out some really sad news all the way from Israel. And since all Jewish people are connected and we care about them so, so much, and even if I don't know the people, or even if, the people might not even be from, we care about them so much because we know that we're all Jews. And when Jews are in trouble, or when Jews are even not in trouble, like we just had Simchas Torah, which is like the happiest day, we all come together. So we all want to do something. So if you're here right now and you're listening and maybe you don't even know why you're here, you're already doing something very, very, very special. Because that means that somewhere inside of your heart, you care very, very strongly for people who are suffering. So what's going on? So some of you, if you know already what's happening in Israel, you could just raise your hand so that maybe I don't even have to say anything. Okay, so it looks like if you're here, you probably know why we're here. We're going to say Tehillim. And I'm going to first talk to you a little bit, and then I'm going to introduce you to some really incredible kids. So, if you're here, you might know something already. And I want you to know something. I'm not here to scare anybody. So I'm going to make this very not scary. And I don't want you to be scared because I don't think Hashem wants us to be scared. So I don't think there's any point in making anybody nervous. If you are nervous, that's okay. But I don't want to be the one to make you more nervous. So take a deep breath because I'm not going to make you nervous. So in Israel is a tiny country, really, really small. It's like, if you look at the map of the world, it's like a dot, right? Like if you could even understand what that means, it's like this tiny little speck. But for some reason, everyone's always fighting over Israel. They all want it. The Christians want it. The Arabs want it. Everybody wants Israel. It's our land. Go figure. Why does everybody want Israel so badly? But they all want it. And Israel is surrounded all around with Arab countries. So every once in a while, the Arabs start up, and that's just the way of the world. Hashem made it this way until Mashiach comes, that for whatever reason, people of all different kinds, we had it with Hanukkah, we had it with Purim, right? They come and they try to destroy the Jewish people. But does that ever work? Does it ever work? Were they ever successful in completely destroying the Jewish people? That's right. It does not work. It doesn't work. Sometimes people get hurt and sometimes it's really sad. But at the end of the day, they never, ever, ever, ever win. And the reason for that is because Hashem promised us that he will never get rid of us. We are his chosen nation. And the reason why we win is because when these things happen, we wake up and we daven really, really hard and we do teshuvah in our own ways. I have no idea what teshuvah we're supposed to do. I have no clue. I'm not a rabbi at all. I'm a regular person wondering the same thing as you. What are we supposed to do? I'm in America. I'm really far away from where people are maybe in danger. What am I supposed to do? And I think we all know that the answer is my Tehillim. And the answer is my talking to Hashem. Some people are closer and they're in Israel. So we're going to meet some people in a minute. But if you're not in Israel, if you're in England, if you're in America, if you're anywhere else, you have a power, just like there's such brave soldiers who are right now fighting, and they are doing an incredible thing. They are like really risking their life to go and protect Eretz Yisrael. We're protecting Eretz Yisrael, and it sounds like I know that already, but it's true. It's really true. We are protecting Eretz Yisrael with every kind word that we say, and you have in mind, I'm doing this for the people of Eretz Yisrael. I'm doing this for shalom, for peace. I'm doing this so that Mashiach should come. It's bringing us one step closer. So we're going to say some Tehillim together. And we're going to get to meet some really incredible kids. And again, I don't want anyone to be afraid. They're just going to tell us a little bit about what it's like to be in Eretz Yisrael right now as a kid. So one thing that we have to know is that Hashem is listening wherever you are. Hashem is listening. So if you know how to read and you know how to daven and you want to go say Tehillim and you want to go daven something extra, that's beautiful. But if you don't feel like doing that, just stop what you're doing and talk to Hashem. Stop what you're doing and do a special mitzvah. And that's something that you could decide on your own, which one works best for you. Last night after Simchas Torah was over and my kids heard that something happened. One of their friends said something happened in Eretz Yisrael and they were scared. So I sat down with my daughters and I said to them, something happened in Eretz Yisrael. I'm a little scared myself because I don't know what's going to happen. And I know for sure, what I do know for sure is that we have to daven. And they said, could we say Tehillim? So I said, of course. So we all sat down and said Tehillim slowly together. We did one parak, we did 2 prakim, and they just wanted to do more and more. And they were like, can we do more? Can we do more? So we ended up doing 6 prakim. And one of my daughters said to me, I want to do more. I said, no, we're going to sleep. It was very late. So everybody went to sleep. She woke up in the morning and she said, Mommy, I want you to know that I didn't even have a nightmare last night. I thought I was going to be scared and I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to sleep, but I was okay. I think it helped when we said the Tehillim. So the Tehillim is obviously, the point of the Tehillim is not to it's not really to make us feel better, but it does, because by us saying Tehillim, we are really bringing protection. And you could even think about, if you are scared, you could look at your mezuzah and kiss your mezuzah, because we have all sorts of mitzvahs that are extra protection. So kiss your mezuzah with kavana. When you kiss your mezuzah, which has a shema inside of it, you could think to yourself, wow, this mezuzah is giving me protection from Hashem, and give it a big kiss before you go to sleep at night. And then just think about all the things you're grateful for and daven to Hashem in whatever way you know that Hashem should protect us all the time. So before we say Tehillim, we're going to meet. Let me just find them. We're going to meet the Jakowski kids in Ramat Beit Shemesh. Here they are. Hold on. I see. Jakowskis, can you is your video on? Okay, let me find them. Where are my friends? Ah, here they are. Okay, I'm clicking that you should unmute yourself. And I'm going to add you to the screen. Okay, try talking. Say hi.
Hi.
I cannot hear you. Can anyone else hear them? Maybe it's just me. Thumbs up if you could hear the Jakowskis. Oh, everyone hears them besides me. Oops, that's awkward. 1 second. Guys, 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Select the speaker. Haha, that's why. Hold on. You know what it's time for? Time for my big fat headphones. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. That was loud. Oh, now I hear you. Okay, that was all my fault then. Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, everyone quickly starting with Ashiranami. Just say hi.
Hi,
Hi, that's say your name also.
my name is Ashana Ami.
Next.
My
Okay, who's next to you?
name is Yali.
Hiya, Ellie. And you are?
Hi, Gila. My name is
What's your name?
Gila.
Gila?
Yeah.
Gila. Okay, so I know these kids. And then in the back, what's your name?
Rami.
Hi, Rami. Okay, so Rami's in the back. Ashira, Naami, and Yaeli. If you've listened to Incredible Kids podcast before, they were actually in our interview in the beginning about making Aliyah. They used to live in Baltimore. And this is their brother Rami behind them. And Gila is a friend, right? Okay, so thank you for coming. So where are you right now?
Israel.
Where in Israel?
Ramat Beit Shemesh.
Ramat Beit Shemesh. Any of our listeners, raise your hand if you know Ramat Beit Shemesh. Anyone here ever been before? Anyone know anyone there? Raise your hand. I can see you. Yeah. Okay. There you are. You with the red sleeves. I don't know your name. It says Tova. Is that you or your mommy? I don't know. So okay. So you're in Ramat Beit Shemesh. Tell me what it's been like a little bit. And remember, we don't want anyone to be scared, but even if, tell me a little bit about how you're feeling and what's going on. Let's start with Yaeli in the middle.
So like in the beginning, I was like a bit like scared and whatever, because like I heard like booms and whatever. And then
Loud
like my
noises.
mother told me that it's like safe because it's just the Iron Dome and like they're just killing all the Arabs and stuff.
Okay. So there's something, you just said something called the Iron Dome. So Ashira Nami, do you want to tell us what the Iron Dome is?
So basically the Iron Dome is something that whenever the Arabs shoot a rocket at at us, then the Iron Dome shoots something else at it and it just explodes the whole rocket.
And then no one gets hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a really cool thing. So basically, if you could imagine, this is how I think about it. I don't know if I'm 100% right, but it's kind of like a dome is like a yarmulke, right? So it's like this big thing that's like invisible, like you can't see it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like in the sky, you don't see it, but if, the Arabs want to hurt somebody and they throw something, it's unbelievable how it in the middle of the air. So you hear the boom, but in the middle of the air, it explodes it. So it doesn't actually land. It's a really, really unbelievable thing. But anyways, that's just one of the things that we're thankful for that Baruch Hashem they have, but we still need it's still probably scary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what happens every time? Is there a way that that you need to like be safe?
Yeah. So every time like the Iron Dome is doing something, there's a siren. And then whenever we hear the siren, we all have to go into the bomb shelter.
What do you call it? There's a Hebrew word for it, isn't there?
Mamad.
Ma'amad, right? Is that how you say it? Mamad?
Yeah.
So it's like a special room. And what's special about that room? Let's hear from Gila. Gila, what's special about that room?
It's the walls are more thick and then the bomb can't get in.
Like the windows are sealed and like the door is super heavy.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to get your finger stuck in that door. Yeah. So everybody has a room like that in their house. And then you go inside that room. It's like more protected. Yeah. You tell me if I'm right, because I'm not there. You're there. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I'm kind of making this up. Okay. You could tell me if I'm wrong, by the way. I'm just asking. Rami, what's going on for you? Do you have school today? Why not? It's not Isru Chag in Israel, right? Israel already finished Yantif. So why are you guys home? because it's not really safe to be out on the streets, right? Yeah. Well, it's so funny. Does everybody see how they're giggling? Yeah. Atara, you see them giggling? Atara, not your mom, talking to Atara Mandel. You see them giggling? Yeah. So they're giggling because sometimes when you're nervous, you giggle a little bit. Is that awkward that I'm saying that to you guys? Like, it's true though. Like sometimes when I'm nervous about something, I'm scared, so I cry. Sometimes I'm nervous, so I just feel nervous. And sometimes I start laughing and I don't even know why. So like, it's all, and that's okay. All these things that however you feel in Israel, in America, when you hear about things that you need to daven for, sometimes it just makes you giggle because it's like weird. It's like something different. But your mother told me that it kind of feels like it's COVID again in Israel.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because you're like at home and you're so bored, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're thinking about you. Do you have any message that you want to tell all the kids before we say Tehillim? Don't be shy.
That they shouldn't be scared because the Chayalim are like really like trying to kill every single Arab and really are being like keeping us safe.
Mm-hmm. So the Chayalim are soldiers. Not everyone knows what Chayalim are. Chayalim are soldiers. So you're saying that the Chayalim are very brave and they're out there and they're trying to keep us safe. So you shouldn't be scared because right. But who's really protecting the Chayalim? Like
Hashem. Hashem's always with us.
Hashem. And who has the power to ensure that we, that this war could be over before it starts? Hashem and us, right? I mean, Hashem is in charge, but we have the power to make that decision change, right? Okay. Love you guys.
Bye.
We're davening for you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Everyone else, don't go. Okay. Here we go. After we say Tehillim, we are going to be joined by Yehuda, a boy who's going to tell us a story, a little bit about what's going on for him in Eretz Yisrael. Okay. So in your Tehillim, you could either just follow with me, or you could, I'll say it slow. And even though it's like a little weird, okay, so it happens to be if you're like sitting like this family, the Simons, I see there's 4 kids. And if you're sitting there together, then, then you could be saying it together. But if you're all by yourself, just remember that we're all saying it together. And it's so powerful when people daven together. So we're going to start off with Parak Chaf. So if you want to find it in your Tehillim, if you have a Tehillim with you, that's great. Otherwise, you can totally say it with me. Parak Chaf is right over here, but I'm going to say it nice and slow. When we say the parak, I'm just going to tell you first that this is a parak that people say, it's not random. A lot of times you're going to hear, let's say in school, you probably say, maybe you say Tehillim, maybe after davening or something every day. So there's always certain ones that are very good to say because they're specific for something. Right now we're in a very serious time. And it even says in my Tehillim that this is a good time to say this parak because when you have someone that that's in trouble or your whole nation is in trouble, hey, that sounds familiar. I think that would be appropriate for right now when our entire nation is in trouble, because even if I'm not there, I feel it because it feels like I'm part of this. I feel like I'm part of this nation. Like you guys are showing me right now, you're all part of this nation. Okay, repeat after me. Laminatseach Mizmar Le David. Ya'ancha Adonai Beyom Sarah Yesagevcha Shem Elohei Yaakov Yeshlach Ezrecha Mikodesh Umitzion Yesadeka Yezkar Kol Minchosecha Ve'olasecha Yedashne Selah Yiten Lecha Chel Vavecha Vechol Atzasecha Yemale. Neranina Bishuasacha Ubashem Eloheinu Nidgol. Yemale Adonai Kol Mish Alosacha. Ata Yadati Ki Hoshia Adonai Mishicho Yanehu Mishmei Kadsho Begavuros Yesha Yemino. We're up to Pasuk Ches. Eila Varachav Ve'ela Vasusim Va'anachnu B'Shem Adonai Eloheinu Nazkir. Just going to stop for a minute to tell you that this pasuk, Eila Varacha Ve'ela Vasusim, it means some people fight on a chariot, some people fight on a horse. Well, that was like from the olden days, but some people are fighting with weapons, right? Some people are like the army people who are at the war right now. And what can we do? We, B'Shem Hashem Nazkir, we, me, you, everyone here, all these adorable, incredible kids that I'm zooming in on right now, like these ones right over here. Look at this one over here, and all of these kids around the world. So all of us, we call out in the name of Hashem, and we daven with our tefillah. We fight with our tefillah. That's our fighting. So some people are fighting with swords like they did in the olden days or whatever they need to use, but we daven with the name of Hashem, and it's just as effective, if not more. And the last pasuk, Hema karu v'nafalu va'anachnu kamnu v'nisodad. Adonai Hoshia Hamalach Yaninu V'yom Kar'enu. Okay, now I'm going to go to Parak Kuf Chaf Aleph. It's like all the way at toward the end. So if you can find it in your Tehillim, Kuf Chaf Aleph, I'll give you a minute. And if you notice, I'm finding kids who are saying Tehillim and I'm putting them on the spotlight because I think it's so beautiful. I don't think you want to see me sing Tehillim. I think you want to see how beautiful it is that the children are saying Tehillim. Kof Chaf Aleph. I'm going to say it nice and slow. So if you don't have the words, it's okay. Look at these kids, these Rappaports. Unbelievable. Okay. Shir Lama Alos. Asa Enai El Haharim Me'ayin Yavo Azri. Azri Me'im Adonai Osei Shamayim Va'aretz. Al Yitin Lamot Raglacha Al Yanom Shomracha. Hine Lo Yanom Velo Yishan Shomer Yisrael. Adonai Shomracha Adonai Tzilcha Al Yad Yaminacha. Yomam Hashamash Lo Yakeka Ve'yareach Balayla. Adonai Yeshmarcha Mikol Ra Yeshmar Es Nafshacha. Adonai Yeshmar Seisacha Uvoacha Me'ata Vi'ad Olam. I want to listen to those words one more time. Hashem, we're saying Hashem Yeshmar Seisacha Uvoacha. You know who I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about the soldiers. You know something? When I was little, I used to think, when I was your age, I used to think soldiers were like giants. I was like, oh, soldiers, they're so old. But now, you know something? I am much older than a lot of these soldiers. I'm the old one. The soldiers are like 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old. That's not so old. Like, if you're 10 years old, they're only 8 years older than you. That's not so old at all. And these soldiers are very brave, but maybe they're also scared. And they also need a lot of protection from Hashem. And so these words, Hashem Yishmar, it means Hashem shall watch over, Tzeisacha Uvoacha, when they're leaving to war, when they're saying, bye, I'm leaving, Uvoacha, and we hope that they come home safe. Me'ata v'ad olam. So we need to think, and we have to say, Hashem, please watch over the soldiers when they're leaving to war. They should go safely. And when they come back, they should come home safely because all of them have a family. All of them are somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's son, somebody's father, somebody's cousin. So many people know people who need our tefillas. Okay, now we're gonna do Kuf Lamed, the last one. This one also, maybe you know it from school. I know that in my kids' school, they say this one with their principal. Okay, Kuf Lamed. Here we go. Look how beautiful. There's so many kids who have a Tehillim with them. Some of them know, some of them, yeah, but it doesn't even matter. I'm going to spotlight on this family right here. Ready? Shir Hama Alos. Mima Amakim Kerasicha Adonai. Adonai Shem'a Vekoli Tehiyana Aznacha Kashu Vos Lekol Tachanunai. Im Avonos Tishmar Ya Adonai Mi Ya'amod. Ki Imcha Haslicha Lema'an Tivare. Kivisi Adonai Kivsa Nafshi Velidvaro Hochalti. Nafshi Ladonai Mishomerim Labokar Shomerim Labokar. Yachel Yisrael El Adonai Ki Im Adonai Hachasad Yaharbe Imo Fedus. Vehu Yifta Es Yisrael Mikol Avonosav. Please Hashem, watch over our brothers and sisters in Eretz Yisrael, in the whole world, our soldiers, the ones who need our help in the hospitals, the ones who are fighting, and everybody. We should see Mashiach come very, very soon. And you could say your own davening in your own words. And now I'm going to introduce you to my, okay, goodbye, dancers. You were awesome. Now I'm going to introduce you to my incredible kid cousin, Yehuda. He is very much ready. Okay, let's see. Let's add him to the show. Okay, Yehuda, let's test your mic. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, it's working. Okay.
Okay, it's working. Okay.
Okay, Yehuda, introduce yourself. I mean, everyone knows your name now, but you can tell us a little bit more about yourself.
My name is Yehuda. I live in Beit Shemesh, Ramat Beit Shemesh.
Did you just tell us your exact coordinates?
I am Morah Tziri's cousin.
That's right. Okay.
What?
Tell us, Yehuda. Tell us about your Simchas Torah.
I got
what
a
happened
lot
in the morning?
I woke up about to start reading my book, and then there was a siren.
There was a siren.
I rushed downstairs, came into this very room. This is our mat.
Oh, you're in the room right now?
Yes.
Okay, can you show us what it looks like?
Okay. There are the closed windows.
Okay, so the windows are nice
Safe
and
room and a hard door.
A hard door. Your mother, who doesn't want to be on video.
Yeah. Morah Tziri's aunt.
Exactly. Okay, so you're in this room. That you're in the mamad. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay. And okay, so you went into that room, and then what happened? So you heard a siren. You went into the room.
We heard the siren. We had to stay in there until the siren was over, and then 5 minutes after that,
okay,
my grandparents, which are also your grandparents, were there.
Abby and Zadie.
Yes.
You were all in the room together?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for my brother and my father. They were at shul. Then after that, I asked my mother if I could go to shul with Zadie. She said yes at first, and then we were on the way there.
Because it was like so exciting. You wanted to go to shul for some Simchas Torah.
Yes.
Right.
And there was a siren on the way there.
Oh no,
Luckily,
what did you do?
luckily there was a shul right next to us. And we went in, they were very welcoming, and we went into their stairs. Stayed there for a little bit, then we continued going.
Wait, tell me something. So I want to ask you a question because I heard a little bit about this story before. So you were walking to shul and then the siren went off again, and you're like, oh my gosh, another time. So you went into the staircase of a shul, and then who else was in the staircase? Was it like just you?
There was like a kid, like a few grown-ups, one old man that was holding a Torah.
Why was he holding the Torah?
Because he can't leave the Torah in the shul because what if there was a bomb and it would.
Well, you're saying, well, he was in the middle of dancing, right?
Yes, probably.
It was probably in the middle of like when the men hold the Torah. So he was in the middle of dancing, and then he had to go. So he brought it with him.
No, he was probably like the rabbi of the shul because he had one of those Torahs that were covered in like silver, like covered, not like.
Oh, he had like the prettiest Torah.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So,
okay, so then what happened?
There was this kid that was in there said something really sweet, and he said, "A Sefer Torah Yishmor Aleinu." Who knows what that means?
Who knows what that means? You're like a teacher. Who knows what that means? Raise your hand if you know what that means. Sefer Torah Tishmar Aleinu. Let's see if any of the children want to raise their hand. Who do you want to call on, Yehuda?
The only ones that I see that are raising their hand are Goldie Rebel.
Goldie? I don't see a
Goldie Rebel.
Rappaport?
What I see is Goldie Rebel.
Rebel. 1 second, I'm looking. There's a lot of kids, so I'm going through them. Goldie Rebel. Okay, Goldie Rebel. Hold on. Gonna involve Goldie. Goldie. Is Goldie the mother?
I have no idea.
Find out. Okay, 1 second. Let's see. You have to unmute yourself. Okay, you're good. Hi. Okay. What do you think that means, kids?
What does that mean?
Sefer Torah Tishmar Aleinu.
Sefer.
Say it. Say it. Say what you think it means. Sefer Torah Tishmor Aleinu.
A Sefer Torah which protects us.
Correct.
Correct.
Correct. Ding, 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 ding. That's right. How do you know that? Do you know Hebrew?
No, my mother does.
Your mother knows. Okay, good. Awesome. That's why it's good the mother's here. Okay, nice to meet you. Goodbye. Okay, so now Yehuda, tell us. So he said, Sefer Torah Tishmar Aleinu. That was so sweet. He was reminding you that what?
That there was a Torah in the stairway that was being protected by a human that was followed by Hashem to protect it, and it was protecting us.
That was a lot of like things.
Confusing way.
But you just said it in a very complex way. There was a Sefer Torah being protected by a human that was protected by Hashem that was protecting you.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Yes.
That's beautiful. Okay. So then did you feel safer after that? Haha, Sefer Torah. You got the joke?
Kind of.
Okay.
Because like he was kind of French because it was like a French shul and he spoke.
It was French.
A Sefer Torah Yishmor Aleinu.
Okay.
In a French accent.
In a French accent. We're all connected. All Jews, right? All types.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to share about that?
Then we got out of the shul and we were at our shul. There wasn't another siren, and there's me, my brother, and my father. We're all doing hakafos, and like the third or fourth hakafa, there was a siren. But there wasn't enough room for all the people in the mamad, so everyone just stuffed in together in the living room, I'm pretty sure.
The whole shul.
We just continued. It wasn't a big shul. It was at a house, right? We just continued doing the hakafos. And at the 6th or 5th No, the sixth one, there was another siren, but we did the same thing. Then after the sixth one, we had like a small meal with a lot of alcohol on the table and some bob and stuff.
Okay, so basically you're saying that the rest of your Simchas Torah, you continue to try to celebrate.
Yes.
Yes. Wow, that was very brave.
Then the rabbi made a speech about a yeshiva was going on a trip. And there was a bomb, and one of them got seriously hurt. And they went to the hospital, and everyone did Tehillim and daven and was crying. And then the rabbi of the yeshiva was planning to do a trip, and he realized he's probably gonna cancel it. So he asked one of the students if he wants to cancel it, and he said only what the injured kid says. So he goes to ask the injured kid, and he says, "I don't want to ruin everyone's Sefer Torah." Yeah, and then he didn't do it, and then the next day the yeshiva did the party. And then the rabbi made a speech. Thanks, Katz, for saying adorable. Then he made a speech of saying that even in the same days as us, even on a hard day with bombs and stuff like that, we should still continue being happy.
Wow.
As a Sefer Torah.
That's a really important message. You're saying that even the rabbi said, and you were listening to all this?
Yes.
Wow. Do you always pay so much attention when the rabbi talks?
Yeah.
Really?
Only if it's the shul that we went to that time.
This rabbi, he's very charismatic.
No, this one speaks in English.
Oh, okay, right. Not all the rabbis talk English. Well, that's really beautiful that you're listening. Well, that's a really important, I think that's a very important message. And I kind of want to end off with this, Yehuda. So tell me if you agree with this. I think that kids, everyone listening, even if it's a little scary, even if we have to be serious, even if you see the adults in your house davening, maybe even crying, that there's a lot of room for that. It's really important. But at the same time, we have to be happy, right? We have to be happy. That's what Hashem wants. And maybe all of this happened. This is what Zaidi said, Yehuda. Zaidi told me this. Did he tell you this also? Our Zaidi, we have the same Zaidi. Zaidi told me, maybe this happened on Simchas Torah to show us, maybe, we don't know anything, but maybe Simchas Torah is a day of Simcha. We're supposed to be happy. Maybe it's Hashem's way of saying that we need to work on like being happy with our Yiddishkeit. Like when we do mitzvahs, we should be happy. When we talk to, like when we interact with people, our teachers, our parents, our friends, maybe we need to work on like loving each other and serving Hashem with love and happiness. Maybe it's a happy message, right? Maybe we all need to be happy, but not silly. Silly and happy is different, right?
Yes. Silly is when you eat a lot of sugar, which I'm planning not to because I'm selling my Simchas Torah candy.
You're selling it, okay.
And happy is just being happy.
Right.
Just happy.
Happy is real, right?
To be happy.
Right. Happy comes from the inside.
Silly just comes from sugar.
Sugar comes from the outside, right? Sometimes sugar can make you happy though. That's where it gets tricky.
Silly also comes from jokes.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, Yehuda. Thank you. Everybody say goodbye to Yehuda. And Yehuda, we're davening for everybody. We're davening for your safety, for the safety of all your friends and family, and for the safety of the soldiers, and for Eretz Israel, and for the whole world. Okay? Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Everybody at home, it was very, very special that you all came on. And I think that let's remember a few things. Number one, let's remember that whenever you want, you can say Tehillim, you can talk to Hashem in your own words. You can at any time. You can just, if reading is not your thing, By the way, when I say Tehillim, I'm like the slowest Tehillim reader in the whole world. Even though I'm an adult, it's like, hold on, I don't know what just happened. Somebody's whiteboard just popped up. I'm not sure. Can you see me? Okay, good. I'm a very slow Tehillim reader, but it's okay. I don't need to finish anything. It's just about each word is important. Each thought is important. And each part of davening is important. So when you're davening, maybe think about the words you're saying. For you, it might be different than somebody else, but you need to think about what you can do to bring Mashiach and to make all of the suffering go away. And I'm like looking at the comments that people are writing. You guys are very cute. People are writing "Go Jews" and all these things. And it's very important to feel pride that we're all Jews and we're all together. And I'm going to try to work on my Ahavas Yisrael, because that's what I want to work on. I want to work on looking at people and not judging people and just loving everybody because they're a Jew. And that's it. That's the only thing that matters. And try to, forget our differences and what's different. I'm looking at the screen and I see so many different beautiful people. Everyone looks different and everybody is special. So once again, I'm going to say, have a beautiful day. You guys have school tomorrow probably, and maybe in school, your teachers will tell you things that, will give you better ideas about what we can do, like maybe they have good ideas for your class to do together or for you to do by yourself. And take it really seriously, because we need you. We need you. You're kids. I'm no longer a kid, but we know that kids have a very, 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 very special power. And I spoke to the Rav of my shul this morning and I said, what should I tell the kids? And he said, the only thing the kids need to know is that Hashem values their tefillos tons. He is listening every second, always. But when the kids open their mouths and daven and the kids talk from their hearts, it is so powerful. Don't ever, 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 ever forget that. Are you going to forget? Are you going to forget? No, you're not going to forget. So you're all incredible. You all have an incredible power inside of you. And thank you for joining. And we should hear good things very soon. Bye.